back here on Free Speech Friday. I am Scott Cannon here on WLTH 1370 AM. That's 92.7 in the FM dial. If you're nasty, give me a call, 219-885-1371. That number again is 219-885-1371. If you want to rap about what we've been talking about here today, whether it's the apparent face-off between Mayor Prince and State Senator Eddie Melton, or it is the vaccine mandates being struck down around the country, or the Democrats betraying their base in record time on abortion and the student debt crisis. But as I talked about before I went to break, we will not be here next week. We will not be here on the air next week. Yeah, if next week is Thanksgiving, so we will have Thursday. Well, I'll have Thursday and Friday off. But yes, next week is Thanksgiving. So I want to know what you guys are thankful for in your lives and how you plan on spending Thanksgiving. Give me a call, 219-885-1371. The number again, 219-885-1371. But I've got something else cooking, you guys. Right down the street from where I'm at now at the Bethel Church of Gary, 225 West 5th Avenue. Tomorrow we're having our second annual awards, the United Urban Network, Gary Rise. We are having Legends of the Phoenix Rising, the second annual symposium. We're going to be honoring, coincidentally, Mayor Jerome Prince and Mr. Alex Dunlap Jr. I actually took a karate for him for like a month when I was about 10 years old. Did not stick with it. I wish I had. I wish I'd stuck with it. My nephew stuck with karate and actually became like a 3rd-degree black belt under Sensei Dunlap, and yeah, I probably should have stuck with it. We will also be honoring other people, including some people you know. And we will be hosting several members of the United Nations. Yes, you heard that right. The United Nations, in partnership with the City of Gary, the United Urban Network, and the international organizations of SEAL, the Center for Environmental Ethics and Law, a social justice and UN humanitarian branch of the global policy making its community. It is a goodwill effort to recognize global stewards and their unwavering contributions to their communities and the public for whom they serve. So, join us. We're having another event for the Latin Hispanic community in East Chicago on Sunday at 5 o'clock at Adrian's Lounge. That's for the Latin community. We want to hear from you guys. So hopefully, some of you will come out and talk to us there. I will be at both events tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. I will be at the Bethel Church on 225 West 5th Avenue. So I will be there with bells on, and I look forward to meeting some of you guys who come out to help us celebrate Mayor Prince and Sensei Dunlap and many others, and just have sort of a celebration of our city. Gary Rise. That's why we call it Gary Rise, because we are on the rise. Now, it is Thanksgiving, and it is the season to celebrate Thanksgiving. And so, I wanted to talk about some of the people who are doing their part to make sure others have a happy Thanksgiving. I want to give a shout out to Hard Rock Casino, Northern Indiana, who donated 250 individual turkey dinners for distribution at the center to residents. The casino staff not only prepared the meals, but they packaged and delivered them to the vehicles lining the center lot. So that is a pretty extraordinary in itself. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool, pretty awesome for them to do. And also the Salvation Army in Lake County, in partnership with the Ameristar Casino, is holding a drive-through dinner from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Tuesday at East Chicago Community Center, 513 West Chicago Avenue. Participants should pick up their meals through a window in the back. Meals are available on a first-come, first-served basis. Call 219-398-2929 for more information. That number again, 219-398-2939. That is at the East Chicago Community Center, 513 West Chicago Avenue, from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Tuesday in East Chicago. Now in Maryville, you've got members of Saint Constantine and Helen Greek Orthodox Cathedral, 8000 Madison Street in Maryville. They will be preparing food at the church and then distributing 240 meals to 12 shelters in Lake, Porter, and LaPorte County, including Gary, Indiana's Harvest for the Hungry. Now, the walk-ins will be welcomed at the church for free meals on Thanksgiving Day. Doors open at 11 a.m. for eat-in or pickups. The church has been offering meals to area residents since 2004. It is estimated that they have served 55,000 meals over the past 18 years. Wow, that is amazing. Call the church, 219-769-2481 for any information on any of its programs, including the food pantry and Kids for Kids, Christmas drive, and giving tree. The veterans of foreign war posts are also doing something in Hammond. The VFW Post 7881 on Kennedy Avenue in Hammond, they are hosting a dinner at 1 p.m. on Sunday. Now, this meal is for you vets. It's free for veterans, active duty personnel, and children younger than 5. So if you're a vet, active duty personnel, or a child younger than 5 years old, then it is free for you. For everybody else, it is $10, but $5 for 5 to 12-year-olds. If you are interested, call 219-844, I'm sorry, 219-844-9616. That number again, 219-844-9616 for additional information. And, you know, I'm just so grateful. I'm thankful for all of you, the audience, the listening audience. I love coming in here and talking to you guys every Friday from 6 to 8 p.m. And just sort of having a free speech powwow where we can talk about things, again, that you're not going to hear about on other radio shows and other radio stations. You know, I'm thankful for WLTH. You know, thank God that there's a station owned by a brother like Marion Williams, Tommy Williams, that gives somebody like myself, who had never been on radio before, never done radio before I started here, an opportunity, because they thought I had a voice, thought I had something to say. And, you know, it's important that we listen to, that we support the independent media owners. Because, you know, as I talked about during the Kanye and Kyrie situation a few weeks ago, our media is owned by six corporations. There's 6 corporations who control 90% of everything you see and hear. They control everything. And as I illustrated earlier, they're all basically getting money from Pfizer and the drug companies and the military industrial complex, Raytheon, Boeing, and the bankers on Wall Street, the banksters, as Franklin Roosevelt called them, to shape the reality that you hear. So when you get an oasis, in the middle of the desert like WLTH, where somebody like me can sit here and talk about these things that run counter to the narratives of corporate media, I got to be thankful just for the opportunity. Very thankful for the opportunity. I mean, of course, I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful to still have both of my parents. They gave me a lot of the tools that I needed to get to this point. I'm definitely thankful for them, for everything they've done for me. My father, worked at Inland Steel / Mittal Steel for 45 years. I guess it's Cleveland Cliffs. 45 years. That's why one of the reasons why I'm such a pro-labor person. My whole family, laborers. I got uncles worked in the mill for 50 years. I'm grateful to all those workers, the entire working class who goes out there every single day and does the hard work, the labor, the jobs, so that we can have a functioning society. I don't think we give enough praise. I know we have Labor Day, but really, I think it would be better if we had politicians and people who represented organized labor and represented the working class a lot better than they do. That would be the way to actually thank workers out there. I want to thank definitely all the Amazon workers, all the UPS drivers, all the Amazon drivers too. Everybody who's working in a lot of those warehouses under the most immense pressure. I am so thankful for them. They are making sure that we can have the things that we want and that we need during this pandemic. Think about it, during the pandemic when we couldn't go to stores. It was people at FedEx, UPS, Amazon. These people were putting their lives in danger, their physical well-being in danger, just to make sure that we had things. I am immensely grateful for those people. I'm immensely grateful for everybody at the stores, the few stores that were open, especially during the pandemic. Family Dollar and all the local grocery stores. One thing I remember being very heartbroken about at the beginning of the pandemic, I was at the Family Dollar in Miller, where I live at, and there was a young woman who was working there, and she was visibly pregnant. She was super duper pregnant. Super duper pregnant. She had to be at least 7 or 8 months pregnant. Probably 9 months pregnant. That sister looked like she was going to drop the baby right then and there. And here she is in the middle of a pandemic. The worst pandemic in 100 years. And this is before we knew anything. This is before we had a vaccine. This is before even a lot of people were completely masking. People didn't know what to do. And this sister was there at the height of a pandemic, super pregnant, putting her life and the life of her unborn child on the line because we needed things. We need things. I need a box of cereal. I need some Vienna sausages. I need some bacon. Or, I need to get some towels. I need to get some bleach. Because I need things. This sister is there putting her and her unborn child health and well-being in danger. I am super thankful for all those people, all those grocery store workers, all those dollar store workers. I am thankful for all of you out there who put yourselves in the line of fire during, a very unsafe times. I am so sorry that our government and our society failed you all. They failed so many of you guys. I'm thankful. I'm thankful for all the teachers. I always say teachers the most important occupation in the world. I really believe that. Somebody said, well, what about a doctor? You want a doctor who's never been to school? Huh? Who wants a doctor who's never been to school? I know I don't. So I want to thank all the teachers out there, all my teachers. I'm very thankful to them. All of them who put their lives on the line when I was growing up in the murder capital of America. I put that in quotation because that's what they said about Gary at the time. And to this day, teachers are still coming to school in dangerous situations. A lot of these kids are rowdy and disrespectful. A lot of them have dysfunctional home lives with their families. They bring that to school with them. They really do. And it's the people at the school, the teachers and the administrators. They're the ones who have to deal with their attitudes and put up with them. What the parents are dumping on them. The parents are dumping this on them. And then tell the teachers, fix it. Tell the school, fix it. Tell the police, fix it. So all of you out there who are doing those jobs and all the other important jobs in our society, you are who I am thankful for on this Thanksgiving. If nobody else would tell you thank you, I am going to tell you thank you right here on WLTH 1370 AM. Because I'm grateful that you are there. I am thankful for all of you. I'm thankful for all the listeners. I'm thankful for WLTH, all the staff and people here, Marion Williams, Tommy Williams, Natalie Ammons, the Rev. Whenever I get to see him, I'll be thankful he's back. I'm thankful to be able to help my community and work with the United Urban Network all these years. Extremely thankful for that. Thankful for all the things that I've been able to do with the United Urban Network and all the people I've been able to meet. People from the United Nations, people from universities, people from museums, famous people, academics. I've been blessed in this life, and it's crazy. One of the great things about getting older, and I know I'm not as old as some of you guys out there, but one of the great things about getting older is being able to appreciate your blessings. Because when I was younger especially, I did not appreciate a lot of the things and a lot of the blessings that I had. I was always looking for something more and reaching for something bigger. When in reality, I'm thankful for the city of Gary, Indiana, making me who I am. And all the drama that's come with it, but I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change it for the world. I'm thankful for this city. I'm thankful to be a Midwesterner, a Northern Indiana Hoosier in the region. So please stay with us. I'll wrap things up when I get back.